I don't ever command a dog. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, Jenna, how could you go without teaching your dog communication and without being able to communicate with your dog? My friend, communication and commanding are two very different things. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's Jenna with Dog Liaison, where I coach you on how to enhance your dog's mental health. On this channel, we break down scientific research in order to inform us on how to train dogs. So if you enjoy taking a nerdier approach to canine cognition, consider subscribing. Now, as I mentioned, I do not command any dogs ever. Not my own dog, not any of my clients' dogs whatsoever. But before I kind of expand on why that is and what I really mean, I want to look at the word command. I don't think that people really think about the word command when they use it in dog culture. It is a word that is so proliferated, so used, so common in dog training, regardless of what the techniques is, regardless of what the style of the trainer is. It's such a frequent word that we've almost forgotten what it's actually implying. The word command implies that you do this or suffer a negative consequence. You do this or else. The word command is a threat. The word command strips the individual to whom you're speaking of their autonomy and of their ability to deny or reject what you're asking. That is just not the relationship that I want for my dog with me, and the relationship that I think majority of quality dog guardians really want with their dogs. The vast majority of dog guardians, I believe, really want to foster a relationship built with their dog based on communication, based on friendship, based on mutual respect. You respect your dog just as much as they respect you. And on a level of caring that leaves the dog being an individual in his universe. It is my belief, and it is the belief of the vast majority of the scientific community, that since we domesticated dogs, we should feel almost, it is incumbent on us to make sure that we do not strip them of all of the things that make them a dog, that make them their own individual. And so we need to make sure that when we're actually asking our dog to do something, he knows that he has the ability to say no. He has the ability to say, I can't do that, or I don't want to do that. And you might be thinking to yourself, Jenna, that goes completely against everything I've heard. I've heard that the dog doesn't get a choice to tell me no. That is just completely counterintuitive. My friend, when you tell an individual that they cannot tell you no, when you tell another individual, dog, cat, human or otherwise, that they are not able to make choices for themselves, you degrade the value of that individual. What you are basically saying is that that individual is not an autonomous being who has the empowerment to make decisions for himself. And there will be consequences to you stripping an individual of their decision making. There will be consequences of you stripping an individual of their autonomy and of their ego, of their confidence. And usually those consequences in terms of dog training look like behavioral problems, look like aggression, look like not listening. And what has really happened is that you have stripped that dog of his enrichment and of what makes him unique. So instead, concentrate on building a relationship with your dog that encourages your dog to say no when he needs to, but is motivated to say yes to you 99.9% of the time. Build a relationship with your dog that is built on your dog being able to say, yes, I want to do that. I know I don't have to, but I want to. This is something that is motivating to me. And so that circles back to the word command. My friend, if you're using the word command in your common language and when you're talking to your trainer and you're talking to your friends and all that, I don't think that that's a bad thing. I don't think that makes you a bad dog guardian. And I wouldn't expect you to just rip that word out of your repertoire when talking about dog training for now until forever. But I do think it's something for you to screen for when you're listening to other professionals in the community. When I say command on my channel or in any of my public content, it is 100% because of SEO, and it is 100% because I know that that is going to get my point across much faster. However, when I'm taking the time to really explain what I mean, and especially when I'm having a dialogue with my own clients and I'm in a one-on-one conversation, I will always use the word cue. When we use the word cue, it may sound just like a fancy euphemism. It may sound like we're just decorating command with prettier letters, but actually there's a level of professionalism. When we use the word cue, that is a word that would be represented in scientific literature and in professional etiquette in the community. And so in fact, when I hear another dog trainer or another dog professional use the word command, that's actually a red flag to me that they probably are not as educated as we would hope for. Of course, I want to give a disclaimer around that really depends on why they used the word command and like what was surrounding that word. But if it is a frequent thing that they're saying on their YouTube channel or on their Instagram posts or the whatever, I really want you to ask yourself, what is that indicative of? If there is a professional using that language, what does that indicate about that trainer and about the relationship that they're asking with their dogs? I would propose that it suggests that that trainer is trying to foster a relationship built with a dog that is on an owner-servant relationship. I have commanded you to do something, and if you don't, you will suffer a consequence. With all that said, I hope that this changes the way you think about the word and what alternative words you can use, like cue. This is going to help you really think about, on a deeper level, what relationship are you looking for with your dog and what trainer is the best place to foster that relationship with your dog. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.